See, you don't have to be a prisoner or be behind bars to be a prisoner. You can be a prisoner of your own thoughts, your own ideas, your own concepts. And that's what I call your virtual prison. A virtual prison is maybe a negative attitude, pessimism, bad habits. Bad habits, maybe spending too much time on the internet, too much time watching TV. For younger people, playing video games. Maybe it's the people you hang out with. I'm sure all of you can think about friends you have that are really negative influences, and you know when you're around them, you don't get anything done, and they're just overall not a good fit for you to be with. I read a couple stories within the last month about some young men, teenagers, 18 years of age. One was in Taiwan. He signed into a internet cafe, and he went there to play a video game online. I think the video game was called Diablo 3. Well, 3 days later, somebody went into the room, because I guess they have separate rooms, and found him dead. This guy, they figured, had been playing this video game for 40 hours straight. Didn't leave the room, didn't eat, didn't drink, didn't go to the bathroom. And in reading the story, this had occurred several times in the last year. Because these people are stuck. This would be their virtual prison. Stuck to something that's not real. Spending time not taking care of themselves. I read another story about a young man in Ohio, very similar thing. Spent, I think it was over 24 hours playing a video game. Passed out, was dehydrated, had to take him to the emergency. So virtual prisons can come in many forms and many types. Now I'm going to give you a quiz. This is what I call my Cosmo quiz. If you've ever read Cosmopolitan magazine, they usually have a quiz of some sort in there. And you can answer these questions yourself, but it'll give you an idea of whether you have your own virtual prisons or whether you might be stuck in a virtual prison. And life can be full of patterns and cycles. Sometimes people do really well for a long period of time and they don't have any prisons because they're achieving everything they need to achieve. But other times we get stuck for whatever reason, and we might be stuck in our own virtual prison. So the first question from the quiz: is there more out of life that you could be getting? Whether it be in your family life, in your professional life. Second question: are you living a life of stress and survival rather than significance and success? Third question: do you feel like you're just going through the motions on autopilot? Now, if you've answered yes to any of those, then somewhere, somehow, maybe you're stuck in a virtual prison.